How do you manage command and control leadership when you see that there is a better way and that it's actually really limiting your organization's ability to be agile, to retain great people, as well as to be the type of organization that will keep up with our changing world? Well, a few tips for you. Number one, just because there is command and control now and always perhaps has been in your industry doesn't mean that it will always be the case. Stay the course, continue to challenge, invite people to the table, decide that you're going to have a critical mass of people who are going to lead and behave and influence differently. Because you see, one of the bigger challenges and changes that's happening is how do we leverage influencers in our organization? With only 30% engagement, according to Gallup's most recent study, we actually have a huge cost and a toll that is to organizations and to the people in it when there are only a few people who are making all the rules. And guess what? They've been able to make all the rules forever. And they came up in their career with other people making the rules, and same with the people before them and the people before them. So the other thing is be compassionate, because this is the only way that folks have known. It's also a place of privilege. Let's not sugarcoat it. These are people who have the power and have the control. And when you are used to, in your career, being able to get things done through your power, you haven't had to learn the language of influence. You haven't perhaps had to be a good communicator. You haven't had to realize the power of collaboration, and it's unprecedented times. 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, being able to have a few decision makers at the top, as long as these were good decisions and had been based on the history of the industry, those were worthy decisions. Now it's not possible. And yet, when we hear people, futurists like Amy Webb, talk about this technology super cycle that we're in, she'll say when she speaks behind closed doors with CEOs, they're nervous. They have never experienced the kind of change and uncertainty and worry and angst, and it's about them and their leadership. So my friends, those of you who ask me about how do I manage people and how do I influence people who have a command and control structure, one of the ways is with compassion. Because I'm willing to bet, and they may not ever say it to anyone, they may not even think of it in a conscious way. They're nervous. They're scared. They're worried they're not up to the task. And they probably are, as long as they invite people to the table. However, you are the future of your organization. Don't give up on that. Keep using your influence. Find your people. Build a sense of community around positive, healthy change that's grounded in the way of your organization right now and the future of where your industry and the world is going. My name is Sarah McVanel. I am Canada's recognition expert, and I want to remind you of one of the key things we say to people every day. You are already greatness.